Hello. Thank you very much for joining us on this Friday night. And the information we're going to be talking about tonight is questions you might have about essential oils and essential oil products. So, as I bring my information up here, I want you all to know that if there's anything I don't talk about that you have a question about, please we'll get to that at the end. Like any additional questions, this is question time, questions and answer time. So any additional questions you might want to ask me, I'll try to answer it, but this is question and answer night. Questions about essential oils. So feel free to formulate any questions you might have. If you're watching it later, you can write it in the chat after the video. But let's start with question number one. And I think I'm going to let my panel answer this one. What are 3 ways that you can use essential oils? Who knows the answer to that? What 3 different ways, 3, can we use essential oils? Who wants to answer my question? Go ahead, Bobby.
You can diffuse it. You can some of you can take it internally, and then some you can uh, put on your food.
Okay. So
I can't remember what else.
very good. So the third way is on your body. So it would
On the
be
body, right?
very good. So it's diffusing internally with Young Living only, because those ones we know they are so careful with all of their oils. There is no pesticides on the ground for 50 years. So the problem is if you take another oil internally and it has just a touch of pesticides on the crops that got into the oil, it's magnified thousands of times over in that little drop of oil. So you're getting those pesticides in your system. But you don't have to worry about that with Young Living. And not all oils are internal oils, but they have a special line called the Vitality line. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later. So if Young Living makes that oil you have, Young Living oil, in the Vitality line, you do not have to fear taking it internally. But is there a limit just to be safe? Because essential oils are so super strong of how many you can take each day internally. Anybody know? What would be our just a roundabout figure to make sure that you don't have too many essential oils in your system every single day? So if you were going to take essential oils internally every day or a specific day, what's your limit going to be of how many oils you should take? Anybody know? 12. Do not take more
Well,
than 12 oil drops, more than 12 drops a day, just because they're so, so strong. You don't want to overpower your system. But if you have Young Living oils and they make it in the Vitality line and you take less than 12 drops a day, you're all set. It's good for you. It will benefit you absolutely 100%. Does anybody take any essential oils, any Young Living oils internally? Go ahead, Dee. What do you take?
I take lavender and I take these and I take peppermint and what else? There's quite a few that you can take. And
Mhm.
I won't name them all, but I did name those. And then there's another one too, or that I take if I want to. There's quite 3 or 4, maybe 4 or 5 of them I would take internally.
Right. Our regular routine is,
DJI, I'm sorry. Okay.
oh, the digests. Yeah.
DJI, yes.
Yep. I forgot about that. Javen does that. My husband does that. I don't do that
Oh
one
yeah,
much.
me too.
But when your stomach's hokey there, it's not just right. It's nice to put digests in water, slug it down. But our personal routine together, what we normally take internally is thieves and oregano. We'll put them in a shot glass with a little bit of
Yeah.
water. But of course, they're better. Sorry about the balloons. They're better. Um, Oregano is such a strong oil that if you put
Hmm.
it in a little bit of olive oil or coconut oil, it's easier to handle. But we're kind of used to it. So we do that. We do oregano and thieves, and we do peppermint Like on the way to our meetings, we'll put a drop of peppermint on our tongues, freshen up your breath. And it also, if you take that tongue, stick it to the roof of your mouth, it clears your sinuses beautifully. It's just such a great oil. So peppermint and lemon every single morning. We have a drop of lemon oil in our water before anything else. So we used to do squeeze lemons, but the lemon oil is cheaper than buying lemons, and it's not messy. So those are my two reasons for going for lemon oil instead of real lemons every single morning. And it really, really does benefit your system. That's what I find. Okay, so that was question number 1. Question number 2, do Young Living essential oils expire? What do you all have to tell me? Anybody want some input? What do you think? Do they expire? Go ahead, Bobby.
No, they don't.
They don't. You can have them for 1,000 years. The only thing that there's a slight possibility, I've not seen it because I've had my oils, some of them 7, 8 years since I started. Some of them I bought and I just don't really use them. So they're sitting there until I need it. And then I'll need it maybe a couple days and I'll put it back on the shelf. But when you're getting a 15 ml bottle with 240 drops of oil in it, it lasts a really long time. So the only time you might find possibly that there's some kind of an issue with your essential oil is in the Young Living blends that have carrier oils, because the carrier oils can go bad, but the essential oils themselves will not go bad. They do not expire. Just so you know that. It's only the carrier oils that you might think about. Okay, so what we were talking about before, is it really safe to take essential oils internally? So like we mentioned, we only want to do this with the Young Living line because we know not only do they check the ground for 50 years, no pesticides, they check the air quality, that there's not some plant near their fields putting toxins into the air. I mean, that is how careful they are with their oils. So they're pure, pure, pure. And yes, and it's not just Young Living saying this is safe to do, but the FDA has approved the Vitality line to be an internal oil line. Just so you know that, that's totally safe. Here's another question. Number 4, what oils would you blend to make a nice smelling fragrance? If you wanted to wear kind of like a perfume, of course, now we have the Wild Notes line where you can buy the perfume if you want. But if you wanted, you have your oils sitting around and you wanted to mix something up, there's 3 ingredients that you need. 3 different categories of oils is like the basis for a nice smelling fragrance. Anybody know any of those 3 categories? Let me give you the first one, citrus. So you want to pick citrus. You want to pick a citrus oil that you like. 2 more categories. Anybody know what they are? Go ahead, Jackie.
Is it the trees?
Trees. Beautiful. Now, what are we missing? And this is the one you mostly think about. Go ahead, Dee.
Flowers.
Flowers. So
Lavender plant. I guess that come on the plant. Yeah, flower.
well,
Lavender.
I think flowers, because it could be lavender, it could be geranium, it could be
Yeah.
lang lang. There's just all kinds of different flowers. And how do you figure out what if you're gonna like the scent before you put them together? What do you do? Anybody know?
You had to test them.
Go ahead. Anybody got this for me? You take the caps off, or go ahead. You want to say it?
Yeah, you take your caps off and you have the 3 oils right there in your hand, and then you were just doing a circle around and you smell the 3 together.
Absolutely. So you're kind of like mixing the scent up in your nose by moving them around. You can start down by your belly and slowly circle around, and the fragrance will blend like it would be blended in the bottle when you put the 3 together. So you want to get a tree oil, a flower oil, and a citrus oil. And that is how you can, there's my balloons again. That's how you can find out if you're going to like that fragrance to make yourself a nice little perfume. Okay, so that's number 4. Moving on to number 5. What is the benefit of having essential oils in your supplements? All of Young Living supplements, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D that we take regularly, they have essential oils in them. And there's a reason why this is such a superior supplement, superior B, superior C, superior D than you would buy in any store. Do you know why? Why does Young Living put the oils, besides the fact it's an oil company, why do they put the oils in their supplements? What's the benefit? All right, let me tell you. Oh, go ahead, Bobby.
To enhance the value of the vitamins that you take.
Exactly. It's the bioavailability. You are going to absorb 3 times, almost 3 times more of the BCD, whatever you're taking, whatever supplement you're taking, because what happens is the supplement itself, whatever your target supplement you're taking, it binds with the essential oil and it can penetrate your cell where you absorb it. It's inside the cell wall because the essential oils are so small, they penetrate the cell walls. So you are absorbing, in general, 86% of your BCD, whatever supplement you're taking from Young Living, compared to without essential oils, it's only about 30% that you actually get into your system, into your body to work for you. So thinking about that, if a vitamin C, vitamin B, or vitamin D was 3 times the money of some other place, it would be worth it because that means you're absorbing that much more of the essential oil. And they're not that much more pricey than buying them in a store. But we do those on a regular basis. That's our regular thing. Super C, it's called, Super D, Super B. And the Super B, I feel it when I don't have it. So think about if you take any supplements on a regular basis, maybe think about getting the Young Living supplements because you're going to absorb them. They're going to work on your body that much better. Okay. Now, any questions so far on these things I've already talked about? Nope. Okay, let's move on. Number 6, question number 6. What is an essential oil protocol and what is the benefit of it? What does that mean, an essential oil protocol? Any takers on that question? All right, let me show you. Let me show you an essential oil protocol. What on earth are we talking about? So an essential oil protocol, we talked about this, I think it was last week in our class. This is using the freebies from the month. This is a protocol. This is the refresh and renew protocol. And this protocol has 5 different oils in it. But 3 of these oils you were able to get for free this month. So it's if you take a screenshot of this, especially if you got these oils for free with your loyalty order this month, here's an idea of how to use them and make them beneficial for you. And it's recommended that you use these protocols for 30 days before you decide, is it helping you or not? But White Angelica was on sale this month. Valor, Lavender, and Grounding were all free this month. And Highest Potential is just a beautiful oil. I'm not sure if that was 10% off too, but these are just beautiful oils. They all do something a little different to brighten up your day, but this is a protocol. So it's something that you're going to do with your oils every single day. Like my protocol for my lemon oil is putting it in my water every morning. So if you have a set routine that you do with your oils, that's a protocol. But this is a beautiful one to feel renewed, grounded, ready to go. Refresh and renew protocols. Did anybody start it after the class? Anybody start doing that protocol? Nope. Okay. Well, guys, think about it. And especially if you get those oils for free, use them. And this is a way that you can use them. All right, moving on. Let me show you another protocol that we've talked about a lot in our classes. Anybody know the Great Day Protocol? What is that? Anybody know what that is? The Great Day Protocol. It's a 4 oil protocol, and this is also known as Happy Days Protocol. Let me show it to you here. This is a beautiful protocol that I've done from time to time. I don't do it all the time, but especially if you're feeling a little down, if you feel like you need a little more happiness in your life, This is a beautiful protocol for you. You take Valor, put it on your wrists. You take Harmony, or I like Highest Potential, and you put it above your belly button on the ganglion of nerve endings it's there. What's that called, Dee? I forgot the name of it.
Solar plexus.
Thank you, Bobby. The solar plexus, that ganglion of nerves we have above our belly buttons. That's Harmony or Highest Potential. You take Joy, you put it over your heart, and White Angelica on your shoulders. So this is the Happy Day Protocol or Gary's Great Day Protocol. So go ahead and take a screenshot of that if that's something you're interested in trying out. So this is protocols. That's what it means. Our oil protocols, what we do on a regular basis. And you kind of have to do it more than once or twice to see the results. So it's always good if you start a protocol to write down how you feel today when you start, and then a week, 2 weeks, a month later, write down how you're feeling and see, are you benefiting? Because we're all a little bit different. Different oils help us all differently. So those are some of the protocols that we've done classes on. Welcome, Georgie. We're talking about questions we have about essential oils and essential oil products. That is our subject for tonight. So moving on, we have another question here. The question is, what's the benefit of buying an essential oil kit? This is for especially even for us, but for people starting out. Why not just buy this or that or this or that? Is there any benefit to getting one of those bundles or one of those kits? Does anybody know? You're going to buy a bundle. Is there any benefit? Go ahead, Georgina.
I guess you save money when you buy a bundle.
You do.
Just like if you get ice cream and cookies together, you save money that way and you can have both.
Exactly. Yeah, it's actually 40% off.
Okay.
So if you're buying just your oils, if you're buying 100 PV, which is about $100, you're going to get 24% off. But if you buy one of the bundles, there's a cleaning bundle, there's a Ningxia Red bundle, there's different oil bundles, oils with diffuser bundles, so you'll get 40% off. So if you know anyone who wants to start off, or you, even me, when I need my Thieves cleaner, I'll buy a bundle because I get a lot of things a lot cheaper when I buy that bundle compared to not just buying the Thieves cleaner. Okay, that was question number, which one were we on here? 7, number 8. Can you use essential oils around pets? Can we use essential oils around pets? Anybody know
Yes.
the answer to that question?
Yes.
Yes, you can. Young Living, just be careful. I mean, that you get a pure oil. Here's a little graphic for you. Some guidelines. This is from Young Living itself. So with cats, start with a drop to 4 parts carrier oil if you're going to put it on your cat. And it's always good to get your pet used to these oils. See if they run the other direction, do not try to use that oil on your pet. Avoid citrus oils for cats. And you can have it on you and let the pet smell it first. Any pet you would want to do that with. And then interestingly, even if you have fish, you can diffuse safely around your fish. So there's just some points. Dogs are just like us, only they're smaller. So you have to, even a big dog is actually smaller than us. So you want to make sure that you're being careful to start with. Let the pet smell it. Never lock a pet in a room with a diffuser. Make sure that the pet can leave if they want to. But a beautiful thing, I guess there's fireworks coming up Monday, so you might think about peace and calming for your pets. Either diffuse it, or if you have a dog, you can dilute it, put it on their paws if they don't hate the scent. But most dogs just go right to sleep with peace and calming, even if you just let them sniff it. I did that one time. We were at a friend's house and I pulled out peace and calming and I just let the dogs. This was a wild, crazy dog, and the dog went right to sleep. So think about that. Or if they're very nervous with fireworks, try peace and calming. That's one I know works. I've seen it in action with pets. And like it says here, they're too small. Do not give them even the vitality oils internally. This is just, I know some people do, especially Ningxia Red. Even Donna was saying when we did our pet class that she gives her dog Ningxia Red. So it's up to you, but just be careful because they're smaller than us. The oils are made for us, and we have to even be careful. We don't take more than 12 drops internally because they're super strong. Okay, so pets, yes, pets can share in our essential oil use. Moving on, next question. Here we go. Where are we at? 9. What oils are good for skincare? Okay, you guys know the answer to this one. What oils are good for skincare? Dee, what do you got for us? Any ideas for skincare?
Uh, I have, I like frankincense. It's good.
Absolutely beautiful. That's
Yep.
number 1, frankincense. Bobby, you got anything to add there?
Lavender.
Lavender is
Yeah.
beautiful for your skin.
Mhm.
Okay, so here's some others. Cedarwood. If
Yeah.
you're a teenager, tea tree, or if you're having issues like hormonal issues, tea tree is great for your skin. Geranium and ylang-ylang. They're all beautiful oils for your skin.
Purification is too.
There you go. Yeah. Purification is another one. If it's a strong one, but if you need that astringent like quality, that's very, very nice. Is that how you use it, Dee, or how do you use it?
I use it for deodorant, and I
Okay.
mix it with the you can mix it with tea tree oil. It's either a carrier oil, like not too much of it, but I usually do that, and I can go and I don't have any problems at all because when I was putting it on before, my husband he sneezed and coughed real bad from all of it, but by him having a lung disease, I guess anything that's has a deodorant to it, they're making him sneeze. But when I use the purification instead of anything else in lavender, it doesn't bother him too much.
Beautiful. Nice, nice. Okay. Go ahead, Bobby.
Yeah, I wanted to say that I use the Hawaiian sandalwood for my face because that's very good for the face
It is, you're right.
for wrinkles and all.
And
Yeah.
sacred sandalwood is a really another beautiful one for your skin. I forgot about that. I didn't make a note on that. Yes, very good. Um, just a side note here that if somebody is very adverse to Young Living oils, check out if they are into synthetics because a lot of times the natural, pure, and the synthetics don't go together. So people can have reactions of dislike if their system is not clean. So that's just something to think about. Because nature should get along with everybody. We're all made to be in nature and nature should agree with us. So if not, there's usually a reason. Okay, moving on. Number 10, what are some good oils and products for summer and how do we use them? What input does my panel have here? What are some good oils and Young Living products for summertime and how do you use them? No take.
Citronella. Oh.
Citronella. Yeah,
Raise your hand. Where's the hand button?
that was number 1 on my list. Citronella.
Oh, okay.
I agree. Citronella.
Lemon? Lemon
Okay.
for your water,
There
right?
you go. Yeah.
Orange. I
Orange.
like orange, yes.
Nice. Um, you just reminded me of another product too. There's Vitality drops for electrolytes. Here in Florida, we sweat a lot. So you can just take a shot of that into your water. So that's something to think about for summertime. And there's a product that I've had that I didn't use till the other day. We were out doing our cart work and the bugs were making us crazy. Well, we have these wipes that are insect wipes. They're in tiny little, I didn't realize it, but they're in tiny little packets. So I gave everybody one and we all put that on and we smelled amazing. So there's a bunch of oils in those wipes. So if nothing else, you smooth your skin, but they work great. So that's one thing I thought. The I think they're called insect wipes, but they were absolutely amazing. I think about parents, kids are home from school. This is a time to think about stress away and peace and calming between on you, on your kids, or in the diffuser. Just keep the chill on with having children around all the time. Here's another thing too. If you're using lemon or orange, you don't want to put it on your skin and go straight out in the sun because there can be a photosensitivity in some people. I never had that issue, but some have. And another product you might think about for summertime is the mineral sunscreen. I just use a drop of that stuff and it blocks the sun totally. Mineral sunscreen is a really great product for summer. So those are just some things to think about. In Florida, we're into summer. It's 91 here today, even though it's still May, but that is just something that you might keep in mind for your loyalty orders in the future. Okay. Anything else you all are thinking of you wanted to add? Okay, great. Moving on. Number 11. This is my last question for y'all. So if you have any questions, let me know. What are some good cooking oils and how do you use them? Anybody cook with our Vitality line? What are some good cooking oils? And how do we use them? Okay, here we go. Let me show you a graphic here. This might be a little hard to see because I was told that before. I don't know if you can see the amounts, but if you can take a screenshot or if any of you want this where it's clearer, this is how much. If you're cooking and you don't have dill and you have dill oil, you can use it, but you don't want to use the same amount, of course. You want to use either a drop or maybe even just you take the toothpick, stick it in the lid, roll it around, and then you get that taste. You can do this. We have basil, we have oregano, we have thyme, we have cumin, we have coriander, any of these herbs. If you don't have them and your recipe calls for it and you want that flavor, you can use all of these oils in that way. So that's just something to think about. You can also use the citrus oils. I love peppermint brownies. When I'm making my brownie mix, I just throw maybe 8 drops of peppermint in there. Amazing. But remember, when you're using the oils, all of those oils I mentioned do different things for the body. Most of the herbs are great for your immune system. Rosemary is another one, great for your hair. I was going to show you guys what I did with that today. I made a hair leave-in mermaid spray thing. If you want that recipe, just let me know. But if you cook, you can cook your oils, no problem. But if there's a way, like you're making spaghetti sauce, you can put the oil in after you're done boiling, superheating, whatever you're cooking, baking. If there's a way you can put it in later, then you get the therapeutic benefits. If you cook it, you still get that beautiful flavor, but you don't get the therapeutic benefits from it. So that's just something that I thought I would share with you. Guys, any questions on any of this information? Anybody got any questions or any other questions for me on something else? Nope. All right, good. Hold on, I still have that out there, don't I? Let me show you Monday. Who's ready for Monday? You ready for Monday?
I'm ready for Monday.
What are we doing Monday?
Monday
Are we
is
going on a cruise?
I wish. We are we are doing our reset. Ningxia
Oh.
Red reset. Lois,
I'm
are you
reset.
ready for Monday?
I still have to go shopping,
Okay, good.
so I'm gonna get the food in there.
There you go. So we have our 51 packets of Ningxia Red ready to go for 14 days. We're getting serious. Last time we did this, we did it as a team. Let me just say, I was not that serious. This time I'm super serious. I am so serious. I bought a juicer and I did a pre-diet. I did. I bought all these fruits and vegetables, and my body is ready to go because I have not chewed anything for the last 2 days. I want you guys to know that. I've been juicing, juice. I think I juiced a whole bag of apples, a whole bag of oranges, a whole thing of celery. I've been juicing. So I've never juiced in my life. Do I have any juicers out there who have any suggestions for me? Go ahead, Dee. Tell me about juicing. I don't know about
Well,
it.
I was a vegetarian and vegan strictly for it's about almost 20 years. And I know one thing about juicing is very good, but I went to a class on it because I wanted to know how to do it properly. And I did it all those years, but then as I started getting older, especially when you pass 50, you have to be careful because you're getting too much sugar. You can get too much other things in juicing, and you may not be getting enough of what you need. And I found out when I started having health issues because I wasn't getting enough protein and I wasn't getting enough other things. So you have to know how much is how much. Never do a whole apple. Some of the recipes call for half an apple, 1/4 of an apple. But you got to know what recipe, just like the oils. We have protocols and you have the oils and recipes that you can put them together. I don't call them recipes, but I just say that right now. But
Right.
anyway, you know how they got to be compatible and some of them are not together. So know your fruits and vegetables before you mix them together because that can ruin your life and you can end up being a diabetic or you can be in with heart problem. You can be a lot of things. And you know, my doctor told me he was really shocked at my health at my age. He really was. So you have
Yep.
to really be careful. Juicing is beautiful, but you need to eat foods, light food when you juice.
Well, I
Always
only
come,
go ahead.
yeah. Don't do them by themselves, not unless you do it maybe for like 4 or 5 days in a
Oh
row.
no.
Like,
No
yeah,
one's talking me into any more than 2 days.
there
That's
you go. Well, it is worth it, but just be careful when you're juicing. It's healthy for
yeah.
you, but yeah.
Well, I don't think I could make it. I've done today's the end of my second day. That's it. It's only a 2 day thing. It's a regime that I
Yeah,
got from a professional. So I'm happy. Doesn't
that's
taste so
good.
great most of the time. But anyway, I've done it and I'm proud of myself. As long as I go to bed
Good.
without eating, I'll be happy.
Well, you know what? You can have a juice for eating. I mean, for going to bed. I do. I'm still juicing. I'm still doing a lot of my things, but not as strict as I used to be.
Right. And I
And I don't,
absolutely believe in the protein. Our bodies need it, especially me because I'm a
yes,
runner. I need a lot of protein. I was wondering how my run
yes,
would go today, but I lived through it. So
yeah.
did
You have to
5
do that.
miles on juices. But
Mm.
anyway, the house didn't quite get cleaned yet. We're almost there. Okay. Here's some graphics I forgot to show you all on what we were talking about. We were
Okay.
talking about supplements. So here are some supplements that Young Living has that are great ideas. If you have any of this going on, the Juva Power, I think it is, the supplement for called Juva has changed names, but it's still there. We have ICP daily instead of just ICP. I think they're both still there. So some of these have changed, but just some ideas of some of the supplements Young Living has that have the essential oils in it to make sure that you absorb your supplements. So they're just not going in and out. We want to make sure our bodies are using these supplements. So that's one graphic I forgot to show you guys. Here's another graphic that I forgot to show you. This one is about an outdoor spray. If you want to DIY, make your own outdoor spray. And this is lemongrass is a big one in those wipes. Citronella, lemongrass, eucalyptus, and peace and calming. So if you want a screenshot of that, that's just an idea of making your own outdoor spray. You can 3 drops lemongrass, 5 drops citronella, a drop of eucalyptus radiata, and a drop of peace and calming. I don't know why we want to make peace with those little critters. But anyway, this is a tried and true recipe that you can try out for yourselves. And last but not least, to get us all ready for, we're all doing something different. I'm going to do a keto diet on on Monday when I start the reset, the 14-day reset. That's my goal. I'm doing the keto diet, but everybody's going to hopefully consult it with your doctor, find out what's good for you, and be ready to go for Monday. Make sure this weekend you get those foods in the house so you are ready to go. But oops, that's just kind of a crazy show. Let me see here. That was a little bit of everything you guys were looking at. Here is a Glow and Flow smoothie recipe. So just an idea for you if you're in the mood for a smoothie with your reset, coconut water, turmeric. Turmeric made the juicing beautiful, and ginger. Those, let me not say the turmeric, I'm not sure, but definitely the fresh ginger in those smoothies, juices made them beautiful. All right, guys, go ahead, Dee. Did you want to add something?
Yeah, I just got my fresh turmeric and my fresh ginger, and I also have my my fresh milk, which I only use almond, coconut, or either oats. Those are the only three I ever use anyway. And they're very good, but I just found out something the other day about turmeric. Evidently, all these years I was taking it wrong, but I didn't know that you're supposed to add oil in there. I know the black pepper, but I didn't know you're supposed to put oil in turmeric. It does not help you with what you want it to do because it's not giving you the full benefit, I should say. All these years I've been taking turmeric. I thought I was taking it properly, but I was missing one thing that you should always put in it, and it's oil. Oil is activated and give it what you want. If you're looking for that turmeric to do certain parts of your body for cleansing or for arthritis or anything, you have to have the oil. And I didn't know that until now. So now I'm doing oil. They said just put like a teaspoonful if you got a cup.
Interesting. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
it is interesting because I do research on things. I was doing it for years when I took up nutrition back about 15, 20 years. And I learned a lot of things, but that was one of the things I didn't learn about turmeric. So yeah,
Nice,
you do put oil in it.
nice, nice. Okay. So I will say goodbye to those watching the recording, and those of us here can chat. So thanks for joining us. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Right.